You're not going to handcuff us, are you?
Well, I've got them backstage, but that's for us later, Jane.
It has been a right old roller coaster of a series so far.
It's been absolutely crazy. I mean, for starters, we've extended the show by 6 days.
Yeah.
So we were supposed to be finishing tomorrow night, was the final, but we're actually extending it to next Wednesday now.
So did the people inside not know that?
They didn't know, so obviously...
They wanted to go on holiday.
Well, that's ta-ta to the holiday, yeah, no, but... You know, the producers were like, you know, it's such a good series. The ratings have just been through the roof. It's me and Emma are literally like, what a touch.
Do you think the ratings are that big because of all the raunch?
Yeah, because everyone's like, yes, someone's whapping them out. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's all kicking off. So the producers are like, brilliant, let's put an extra.
What's been the best
on.
bit for you?
The best bit for me personally has not actually been the main show. It's been on our show, on the side, and it just meeting Lionel Blair.
Oh, isn't he amazing? I sat next to him at a wedding once. I couldn't get over it.
Lionel Blair is
he's ace.
He's
the
fabulous.
most hilarious man you will ever meet.
I can't get over the PVC though that he was wearing.
What was the PVC?
He wore
in the over 18s room. We did a task where we split the housemates into an over 18s room and then like a U room, like sort of film rating, like children's and like adult, and. I can't even go into it because we will get done in, but you didn't see half of what went on in that room.
What did you make poor Lionel do?
We didn't make Lionel do nothing. Lionel did it on his own free will. But it was crazy. We were all sitting, because we have live streaming at Big Brother, like in the dressing rooms and stuff like that. So we just sat there, and I've never seen the whole crew, cameramen, soundmen, sit behind after work for 2 hours, sitting there like that. Lionel Blair in PVC.
PVC dancing next to a pole.
Yeah, that was what we could show.
And
That's what we could show.
And what we have seen so far, not necessarily of, you know, the kind of over 18s room, just the house itself, there's been some fairly raunchy activity.
It has. I mean, we've had a love triangle, we've had the Lee, Casey and Jasmine situation, we've had everyone else's situations. It's just been like they've pumped something into the air in that house this year, and God help them all.
Some of the people in there have kept themselves to themselves quite a bit and let everybody get on with it. Do you think that there's been some talk in the papers that that's a strategy? Do you think that's the case, or do you think it's just different personalities react in different ways?
I don't think so, personally. I mean, I know Sam Fairs well as a friend, obviously, away from the show, also Ollie and Lee, funnily enough. So to watch them in there, you know, it's inevitable that me and Emma are going to end up knowing some people in the house. But Sam and Ollie, they are such lovely people, genuinely. Like,
do you think they'll get it together?
I don't know. I think... I didn't think they would, and then in last night's show, Sam's called to the diary room talking to Ollie about Ollie, and she was saying, you know, I think we're just going to be friends, I haven't really got them feelings. But then they showed that to the house, and Ollie got a little bit upset, and then Sam was saying... I didn't say it like that. You know,
was mortified. He was absolutely mortified.
Surely, it's like, you know, surely it's all to build up interest in their careers when they come out of the show. All this, what I call showmance. It's not real romance, is
unless you're that person, you don't know, Janet. You really don't know.
Oh, call me an old cynic, and I am an old cynic.
All right, you old cynic.
Surely it's all about what they can do when they come out
of course
of
it is. I suppose at the end of the day, they've all gone on Big Brother for one reason. They're all getting paid well.
Yes.
They're all going on there for the promotion, the exposure. If that's what they want to do, then great, but maybe that will happen afterwards. But Sam did say, we saw her saying to Ollie afterwards, you do forget when you're in that house that you are on camera sometimes. When you're in the diary room, you know you're being spoken to.
Lee Ryan was picking his nose last night.
That's not the worst thing he's done, babe. Let's be We've done a lot. We've got a lot worse things to worry about.
What would you say to so lots of ladies and gentlemen sitting at home? What would you say to them if they don't know anything about it? If they've been, you know, their heads in the sand? What would you say to them to watch it tonight? What would you say? How would you
be prepared? Be very prepared. Don't have anything to eat before you watch it because your stomach will be turning.
And obviously, just only a couple of hours ago, that we found out who is up for tomorrow's eviction. It's Jim, Ollie, Linda, Lee, and Louisa, sorry, my handwriting.
Yeah. So we've got 5 up for tomorrow night's eviction, and this is the first time, obviously, Linda's been up. And I remember Colleen come on my show actually the other week, and we were having a chat about her. And I think this is going to really show something because Jim has been topping a lot of the votes. He's been saved.
Why do you think that is?
Yeah.
I personally think... I was one of them people, I'm not going to lie. Jim was supposed to be coming in my house last year, and I was very... I had my conception of Jim. I think we all do. Let's be fair. And I think so far, throughout the series, disregarding the sort of row with Linda, he's actually come across quite all right, to be fair.
He might do to you.
He's not to
me.
No, I totally get where you're coming from. I really do. And as the presenter of the show, me and Emma, we try to keep a really open mind about everything. But I think with the Linda situation, tomorrow it's going to be Jim v Linda.
He is, I think one way of putting it, a very old-fashioned male chauvinist pig.
Thanks, Janet.
But he's also ramping it up. What you're seeing there,
That's
I think
showmanship.
he's playing showmanship
listen,
because he's an entertainer. Isn't
Anyone
he?
that goes into that house, as much as they forget that the cameras are on them, they do know I'm on national television. I think Jim is censoring himself quite a lot in there. I really, really do. But I think what we've seen, obviously I watch the show, I live and breathe the show, we watch everything, and only an hour a day gets shown. There's 24 hours in a day. Big Brother on the
So
main
what
show
other
is showing an
remarks
hour.
is he coming out with
this
that
is
we're
the
not
thing.
seeing?
This is the thing. If there was other remarks, we'd be showing it. We've got no issue with showing
you
anything.
haven't-
Hello, look at the series. We've seen pretty much everything in the series. But I think where the rows normally begin, it's coming across a little bit like Linda's the one sort of biting at him. I think that's what we've seen because that's how the row's coming across. But what we tend to not see is sort of the build-up to the row.
Because you haven't got the time to put that in the hour.
Because it's not really worth showing. I've just been so lucky. You know, it's a year ago that I was actually in the house as a housemate. I won it. And now I'm on my 3rd series of presenting on Bots, and it's crazy to sit here and think a year ago I was sitting here going, I've just come off X Factor, what's going to happen? It sounded like Stacey Solomon.
And your partner was in it too.
Yeah, and my partner was in it.
You lived your whole life through
My whole
reality.
life is Big Brother, yeah. I've bought a house and I've got my diary room chair, I'm having the diary room button made as my doorbell. Like, I am Big Brother, I've said it, there you go, I love it.
Just click here to watch more interviews with a whole range of famous faces. And click here to subscribe. It's free, so you'd be silly not to, really.